Warning! The interview that follows was conducted by a trained professional, so neither you nor your dumb buddy should attempt anything from this interview. Instead, you should go see Steve-O at the Berglund Performing Arts Theater this Saturday, December 3rd, 2022, on the Bucket List World Tour.
All right, it is Dress from 105.3 The Bear, sitting in with my man Steve-O. He's going to be coming to town here this Saturday, actually, December 3rd, the Berglund Performing Arts Theater in Roanoke. It's the Bucket List Tour, and Steve, it seems like you've been on this tour for forever. Is that what the bucket list part is? You just wanted to hit the road and just do it forever?
It's been a while. The pandemic really stopped it in its tracks for some time. But yeah, this is the final stretch. This is the home stretch of the bucket list tour, and I'm really stoked that I let it go for as long as I did, because it's been like an evolution. It's evolved the whole time, and filming for it has never stopped. And I've got it to a point where it's so ridiculously good that I'm super stoked.
Yeah, I was going to say, if this is the tail end of it, you got it down by now. And for those that don't know, you know Steve-O from Jackass and everything, but you've been doing the stand-up thing for many, many years. And I guess this is sort of a culmination of stand-up and Jackass stunts and unseen footage and all sorts of stuff, right?
There's no overlap between this and Jackass. But it's very much the same kind of style of crazy. What I did was basically all stunts and stuff that just never would have been allowed to happen for Jackass. Partly because a lot of it is flagrantly illegal with medical professionals.
Steve, there you are.
Man, I don't know how that happened.
That's all good.
I'll just start over. A lot of it is flagrantly illegal. You got that part?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. A lot of it's flagrantly illegal with medical professionals in disguise administering stolen general anesthesia drugs, like while I'm doing stupid things like riding bicycles and sprinting. And so there's some legitimately life-threatening stuff. There's some like properly XXX rated stuff. Like at one point I'm butt naked in an airplane with another man strapped to my back, and I'm just furiously servicing myself, and actually managed to simultaneously fall out of the airplane while blasting all over the place.
All right, there's the XXX. I saw that in the description that it's a XXX rated show. I figured it might have had something to do along the lines of Jackass, where you see a lot of dong and stuff. But yeah, it is an adult rated show, so that's good to bring up.
Yeah, for sure. And the way that it works, like I did all of this ridiculous stuff and filmed it. I made the show out of, what I call these bucket list stunts. It's sort of a journey through the list, and after each bit, I screen the footage in the theater. So, it plays like part stand-up comedy show, part, Jackass premiere, like more of like a screening of footage that is too hot for Jackass. And that makes it a lot of fun. And all of my worlds just kind of married into one, and it's exciting.
Yeah, that's no doubt, man. And no wonder you wanted to keep it going so long, because I know that life on the road has treated you well. I know that, if I'm not mistaken, there was a good stretch, I guess, after college, or college didn't pan out, where you sort of just did that. You were like a nomad, like a homeless person, just surfing, couch surfing. And it almost seems like you're the kind of guy that doesn't like to stay in one place,
Yeah, fair to say, man, and I love that you know that about me. Yeah, absolutely was, you know, legitimately homeless for 3 years after I dropped out of college,
Yeah,
and being on the road, it's something that that I get a kick out of, man. I really enjoy it, especially now that I travel around on a bus.
yeah, that's probably a little bit nicer than like I guess not even having a car, nothing. But I have an RV. We did the RV life for like 6 months myself, and I see you got a little pup there. Obviously, they're hopping around on the road with you too. I know you're a big animal lover.
Yeah, this is my promoter's dog,
Oh, there you
Rama.
go.
I used to bring my dog Wendy on the road, but she's afraid of the bus, so I stopped bringing her on it. That's why Rama is so much more important now, with his little all access pass hanging around his neck.
That's how I knew it was your
Uh,
promoter's dog. That makes perfect sense.
yeah, but yeah, no, I love it, man. And since we stopped bringing my dog on the road, now we've got this new practice of advancing the show with animal shelters and bringing bringing adoptable dogs on stage at one point in the show that's sort of reserved for animal love.
Oh man, that's awesome, dude. We do a little buddy of the week promotion too each week where we bring in a pup that's a
Cool.
pup or a cat or whatever that's looking for a forever home. So yeah, I'm right there with
Dude,
you.
that's epic, man.
No, another thing that we're kind of on the same page with too is I know that you've been I guess knocking on 15 years sober, right? Which is quite commendable, especially
Yeah.
being in the industry. I know that can be really tough. And so one of the other things we like to promote is the rock and recovery, which is a really cool thing that kind of blends, those in the rock world that, as you know, man, being on tour and stuff, a lot of people fall deep into that alcohol and drugs, but then a lot of them, the ones that have been doing it for a while, they learn and see that there's a better way of life, man, and clean and sober living, man. I got to tip my hat to you. That must be really tough, especially with all the stunts, because I'm sure the early days, a lot of that stuff was fueled by, you get a little liquid courage in you to do all that crazy stuff you've been doing. So it's really amazing that you've been able to keep that up and you're still doing all this crazy stuff 15 years sober, man.
I'm coming up on 15. Yeah, I'm 14 years at the moment, and yeah, it's crazy. There would be a point when there was a point when I would say to a mentor in recovery, various things where I was complaining about my my celebrity and my special circumstances being in recovery. And this mentor always pointed out there's just one book. There's no special edition for special people. And that's true, man. There's really, got to remember that the disease of alcoholism and addiction doesn't discriminate, and neither does recovery. So, yeah, it's all good.
Yeah, man. Well, how does that work with in your line of work where obviously, you're doing all these stunts. I'm sure you've gone to the hospital numerous times since you've been sober. Are you able to resist
Yeah.
like the pain meds and stuff? Because I know that can be a slippery slope in itself.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I've never even filled out a prescription for painkillers since I got sober. Like where I draw the line is what what they give me in the hospital. Like they got to give me general anesthesia for surgery. Um, Whatever the
Might have lost you again there. Oh, there you go.
oh, you know what? Here, dude, I had my fucking Wi-Fi turned off.
Ah,
Like, Um, the yeah, whatever the doctors put into the IV in the hospital, I don't argue with. But as far as once I leave the hospital, it's Tylenol and Advil, and
yeah.
that's it.
just bear the pain, OTC, man. I'm right there with you, brother. Well, Steve-O, dude, I really appreciate the time. I'm looking forward to the show this Saturday. I've been a fan my whole life. I'm an 80s baby, so anybody around my age, they love the Jackass, the CKY and stuff, man. And I'm really, really awesome that you're, it's great that you're coming to town. So the Berglund Performing Arts Theater, it's this Saturday. Tickets and info and more, Steve-O. I know you do the Wild Ride podcast. You got a new book out that's worth checking out, A Hard Kick in the Nuts, What I've Learned from a Lifetime of Terrible Decisions. You can check that out too. Ticket and info for the show at steveo.com. You can also give me a call to win a pair of tickets, 540-731-1053. It's the Bucket List Tour, and Steve-O, man, I'm looking forward to the show this Saturday, brother.
Hey, thank you so much, man. Appreciate you.
Cool.